Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa-Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave. Hari Om. So from today we are starting Gita chapter 7. The name of this chapter is Gyana Vigyana Yoga. Gyana Vigyan means intellectual knowledge and experiential knowledge. Every chapter is called as some yoga. Every chapter of Gita, this is something special, this is something unique. So the first chapter is called Arjun Vishad Yoga. Second chapter is called Sankhya Yoga. Third chapter is called Karma Yoga, and so on. And now we are going to study the seventh chapter, which is called Gyana Vigyana Yoga. The entire Bhagwad Gita is a book for self-knowledge. Basically, the objective of Gita is Atma-Gyan. Even though there are many people who try to give different meaning depending upon different sadhanas which are given over here. Some say that Gita is talking about Karma Yoga. Some say that Bhagavad Gita is talking about Bhakti Yoga. Some say it is Sannyas Yoga. So different people, depending upon their understanding, they interpret the objective of Gita differently. But Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankaracharya in his commentary, he proves this, gives different points, different reasons, that what is the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, what is the objective of Bhagavad Gita. And he gives a completely different meaning. He says it is just self-knowledge. Because whenever self-knowledge, Atma-Gyan, the right self-knowledge, we all have self-knowledge. Self is I. All of you have knowledge of I. I am there, and I am those, so and so. I am Alexei, I am Timothy, I am... Everybody, I am this, I am that. This is the proof that you already know I. And now you are saying that, Guruji, I want Atma-Gyan. I want self-knowledge. And before I can give you some self-knowledge, you already say that I am so and so. Isn't it? So I is always a matter of knowledge for everyone. In case if you already have knowledge of I, then what is the meaning of Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita? I already know myself. He says, yes, I certainly know I, and that is a big relief. But my knowledge of I is something which is small, which is petty, which is perishable, which is fragmented, which is limited. Your I, my perception of I, what is that? Can you please describe? If I ask anyone, please tell me about yourself. Guruji, yes, I'm coming from this place, I'm coming from that. This is my age and this is my country. And this is in India, we have many other descriptions. We have this Varna, we have this ashram, I'm a Brahmin. And that also very senior kind of Brahmin. So there are so many divisions. There are so many kind of fragmentations. Finally, when my description of I comes, I'm a very small entity. And my perception of I, who are you? Guruji, you have asked a very lovely question. I always like to talk about myself. I am this, I am son of this, I am daughter of so and this. Whatever it is. And this is my education. You want to know more? You want to know more about my art and my taste and my different kind of things? We know our I. But at the same time, it's so clear that my I is limited to this body. I don't find myself, beyond this physical body. Whenever there is somebody, even your near and dear, your children, your wife, to whom you say, you are my heart, you are my love, you are my whatever it is. All the dialogues which I don't know, you all must be better in that. What all you tell your wife, you are very dear to me. But even your wife is different from you. Even those people whom we love so much, your children whom you have produced, whom you have brought in this world, they are all so different from you. They have a different physical body, they have a different identity, they have different dispositions, different interests, everything different. So our definition of I is something which is not correct, which is not absolutely right. I can't say it is wrong because you are experiencing your I, you already know your I, but at the same time, when it comes to brass tacks, when it comes to bottom line, whatever your understanding of I is, it is a small fellow. And today, Swamiji, is my birthday. Please bless me. My birthday? I is born as per you, it is born. But as per Bhagwan, it is not born. So there is such a big difference. When Bhagwan tells me about my I, he says, oh God, you are all pervasive. You not only pervade this body, this mind, but you are pervading everything in the creation. So there is different in understanding and perception of I. In my perception, I am born and certainly I am going to die one day. So many people, they have gone, my forefathers, they have gone, my friends, they have gone, my old people and friends and so many army colleagues gone in the war. So they have disappeared. They are not visible. So therefore, my understanding of I is that it is something which is born, it is something which grows, It is something which becomes, from very small to big, and then from big again starts becoming smaller. When you compare a small child and a very old man, both look similar. The teeth of both are not there. The hair of both is not there. The size is also quite similar, very small. You have to, lift them in your arms. And in the middle, the graph has gone down, fully grown. So that is fine. We are truthful to ourselves. Whatever I am seeing myself, I am describing that only. Whatever my experience of myself is there, I am only giving description of that. So I am truthful. This is what I am. I am an individual in this world. But when you ask somebody, a knowledgeable person, like the great teachers, like the great rishis, and like Bhagavan Krishna, or Ram, or Shiva, there are so many teachings. When you see their teaching, it is so different. They say that you are beyond time. You were never born. I say, really? I'm never born? Yes, and you are never going to die also. Oh, so nice. And you are not limited to this physical body. Physical body is just like your clothes. You keep on changing. So also, this physical body, we have taken up. So many physical bodies are there. And we have given them up also. In this particular life, you have taken up this physical body. And every physical body definitely has some roots. Roots in a family, roots in a country, roots in some, connected with some parents. So they lovingly brought this physical body into this world. And we are thankful to them. They have taken care of us. They have seen to it that I am properly born and brought up, healthy person, nice person, cultured person. So all these things, slowly and steadily, this I has manifested in this world. Now, whenever we say I, which I we are referring to? Definitely, we love the description of I which Bhagavan Krishna in Gita is telling us. Ajopi san avyayatma. Atma is ajaha, unborn. Wow, so nice. Avyay, it does not change. Fine, it is nice to hear all these things. It's also nice to hear that you are king of some kingdom. Oh, emperor of this whole world. Very nice to hear that. Oh, my Raja Beta. So Raja Beta, this king-like, son, and my son, lovely daughter, she is just like, a queen. Only without the crown. Otherwise, you are just like a queen. Oh, so nice. It's nice to hear the description given by Lord Krishna. But when you compare with your own experiences that, no, I am a limited fellow, then, there is a big gap. And this is the objective of all these scriptures of self-knowledge. Whenever there are so many men of knowledge who give us wisdom, who give us this jnana, but you should always remember your experiences. Your experience of yourself that I am a limited fellow, I am an individual, I have birth, growth, and the possible death in future. All these things, it is my perception, my experience. And very humbly, with all dedication and faith, I will slowly try to understand what Bhagavan is saying. But today I cannot forget my own understanding about myself. Now, what to do? How to know yourself? Number one, there has to be faith in this beautiful description, this possibility that this I, which I am experiencing, this is something unique, this is something divine. It is awesome, it is very big. I am not in this world, the world is in me. That is the profound difference in the perception and the teaching. And there are so many shlokas in Bhagwad Gita also which clearly tell you this alone. It's a translation of what Bhagavan is saying. This world is in you. All those people, men of knowledge, they have discovered that. They see that, they have experienced that. Just as my perception is there that I am a small individual, so also their experience is there. Their direct knowledge is there that I am not a small individual. And then this is the journey on which every student of Atmagyan, they start this journey. And slowly. So the first thing is that we need to have faith, Shraddha. Shraddha that you can become something great, you can become something bigger, you can become the ultimate. In case if you don't believe in that, nobody can help you. Just as there is a person with some disease, so that person needs to have Shraddha and believe that I can become all right. Today I've got pain, I've got some problem, I've got some disease, but I sincerely believe that this is not something very natural to me, and my natural state of existence is free from all kind of ailments. I don't have any disease. I can experience that. Then only I go to a doctor, I go to a hospital, I take medicines, I take all the kind of surgery and whatever it is. Faith in your goal. Any person, they have to have faith in their goals. And my faith is not only outside in so many goals, outside also you need to have faith. I will be able to do it, I will be able to earn, I will be able to study, I will be able to do that, I will be able to climb the mountains. One day I am going to climb this mountain. Mount Everest, the biggest mountain, the highest mountain on this planet. I will one day climb that. God give me strength. So this faith is very important in any goals. So also you should have this faith that I want to know the truth of myself. Now when we have this goal, if there is somebody who is telling me that you are something very big, something very different, and the word which is used for that which is the biggest is Brahman. Brahman word itself means that which is the big, that which is the ultimate. So I need to believe that one day I will realize myself to be Brahman. Now there is one question. Do I have to become Brahman, or I'm already Brahman right now, but I have mistaken myself to be something else? So there are two possibilities. Suppose I have to become Brahman, just like a caterpillar has to become a butterfly. So I've seen a small caterpillar, and slowly there is a process of metamorphosis. Slowly, that caterpillar becomes a pupa, and then, slightly round, small, that fellow will be sitting, and then again it will be shedding off its shell. And after some time, from that pupa comes out a beautiful butterfly. Is the journey of self-knowledge comparable to that? Do you have to become Brahman, or the case is different? There's another kind of case wherein I don't have to become. I have to unbecome something. I've already become something. I have to negate that. So there is a story of 10 children, and a very famous story. Everybody, so many scriptures, so many talks they talk about, teachers they talk about. So in a village there was a Gurukula. Gurukula is an ancient school where students used to live with their teacher. Teacher was their mother, father, everyone. He was all in one. And from that time only we have the shloka, Guru Brahma, Guru Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva. You are my mother, you are my father, you are my friend, you are my uncle, you are my paternal uncle, maternal uncle, and all uncles. Whatever. So Guru has a family, and if that family is my everything. So they used to stay there in the Gurukula. So the teacher was very loving, very compassionate. Once in a while, teacher used to give them a break. So, okay, my children, now you can go to the forest. You go to the river. And today you have a nice bath in the river, nice dip in the river, but safely come back. Once a nearby village was there, in which one fair was there, Mela. So a lot of games and lot of food items, lot of various kind of enjoyment. You see different people, lovely, colorful people, and music and dance and everything. In that exhibition, in that fair, all these things were there. So the news came to the teacher. Guruji, there is one lovely fair. Can we go there? So Guruji says, yes, certainly, you all are my dear children, and I am going to organize a trip for you. And he called one person, very mature, understanding, the most intelligent amongst them. He says, you are the monitor, you are in charge, you take all these 10 children to the fair and take care of them properly, and here is some money also you can spend. Don't eat all lousy stuff. Eat nice things and don't get ill so that tomorrow your stomach becomes bad. Take care of everything. and enjoy yourself. There are different kind of games. Also, you can dance there, you can go round and round, enjoy it. And by evening, you should be back to the Guru. So he gave time that before sunset, you should be back to the ashram, back to the Gurukul. So they were very happy or very joyful, excited to be in the fair. And they went. They did very lamba pranam. Sashtang, the one in which you lie down on the ground with 8 parts of your body touching the ground. That is called Sashtang. So when you are very happy, when you are very blessed, then you do Sashtang pranam. All of them did Sashtang pranam to Guruji. And taking his blessings, they went to the fair and had a very nice time. And the person who was in charge was also very loving, caring. So they had a nice time. And before sun, the entire routine was as per sun. Sunrise, you get up. Sunset, you eat your food and go to sleep. Those who eat and sleep after sunset, we call them Nishachar. Nisha means night. Char means those who wander in the night. So anyone who is awake in the night, who goes out in the night, they all come under the category of Nishachar. And Nishachar, they are very dangerous people. But nowadays, Guruji, my internet is only coming in the night. How can I wake up in the morning? I've got so much work to do. So I have to become a Nishachar. So modern times, all of us, they have to become Nishachar in some way or the other. But anyway, those people, they were given this lesson, this training, these kind of habits, that before sunset, you are back to the ashram. Come back, safe and sound, and report to me that yes, sir, everybody back. Okay. So the monitor was very responsible, and just before coming to the ashram, there was a small river, a small rivulet, small river. And they could easily cross, catching each other's hand, no bridges. Everybody, catch their hand and slowly cross the river. So they came on this side of the river also, and they could see their ashram, Gurukul, nearby. So he was very relieved. He says, okay, now final count. All of you stand in one line. Let me count once again, so that we return back to the Gurukul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where is the 10th fellow? 10th fellow is not there. That fellow got worried. He says, there were 10 before that. Just before, we crossed the river, there were 10 people. And now there are only 9. And then fear came. And he was very worried also. Anxiety, stress, disturbance, no peace in mind. And he's searching. Where is it? Again he counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 10th gone. Maybe the fellow is some naughty child, and he's hiding somewhere. Or maybe the fellow slipped in the river, I don't know. It was so slippery. The stones, below the river, on the water, they were having that moss slippery. So maybe the fellow has slipped. He says, okay, two of you fellows go there, check in the river. And two fellows, nearby trees, you check out that. Maybe he's some naughty fellow, he's hiding somewhere. Two on that side, two on this side, two inside the river, and a big surge started. The tenth has disappeared. So finally they came back and said, well, sir, the tenth has disappeared somewhere. So they sat together and they were all crying. Oh, my friend, the 10th fellow has gone. We have lost one of our friends, and my teacher is also going to beat me today. He is going to give me a thrashing. He said that I am a very responsible person and I have, maligned my track record today. And I have lost one friend. Just at that time, some old man was passing by. He sees some children sitting together on the side of a river and mourning, all crying, weeping. So that fellow, old man, went there. My dear children, can I be of any help to you? What is the problem? If you can believe in me, you can share your story, you can share your sorrow, and maybe I am able to help you. What is the problem? He says, well, sir, you are so nice person, noble person. You came forward to help us. 10 of us, they had gone. We started studying in that Gurukul. That is our school. And my teacher, made me responsible and everything. He told the entire story. There were 10 of us. And when we came back, one is lost. So that woman, how many people? It says 10. He suddenly had a head count. There are 10 of the other fellows just sitting here. And they are crying for the 10th one. He says, okay, please, can you count in front of me again? So there is no problem. We have counted, so many times today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where is the 10th? So he turns to the person who was counting and said, Tvam Dashamosi, you are the 10th one. Oh God, thank you so much. I just forgot to count myself. And I was thinking that the 10th man is lost. We have found the 10th man. And they were again so happy and joyfully. They ran towards their Gurukul and went. And they had gone through a very great anxiety and turmoil and sorrow, and there was a bigger Dandavat Pranam. Guruji, it is all your blessing. Today we went through a terrible time. So Guruji just smiled and said, yes, it's very nice. I knew you are a responsible person and you will bring all of them back. Now tell me the story. And they just told the entire story. We forgot. So, when we are talking about Atma Gyan, so these are the two methodologies. Either we remain whatever we are and keep on searching Atma. That was method number 1. You remain an individual. You retain your perceptions about yourself. And thereafter you have a goal, you have an aspiration, you have a dream. And then you pursue that dream. And all the while, deep into your heart, your individuality remains same. Your perception about yourself remains same. You continue with the same person and then you search something, some fanciful goal, some nice goal. And in this case it is, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. So I can search and seek a Brahman while remaining an individual. That is method number one. And method number two is based on the story of these 10 children, wherein I got a erroneous understanding about myself. I had a wrong understanding about myself. And somebody helped me to remove my ignorance. And along with that ignorance, all my notions about myself. In method number one, I need to do some karma. I need to acquire something from outside. I need to do some meditation, I need to do some karma yoga, I need to do some bhakti yoga and some karma, some effort. And based on that karma, based on that effort, I am going to acquire some goal. And when I am doing that meditation, I am not finding that. There is a void. There is a shunya. There is nothing I can find. Just like that fellow is not able to find the 10th man anything outside. I am also searching, I am doing my sadhana so sincerely. I take out time and I sit down for 1 hour every day. And sometimes I feel he is very nearby. I have already touched Brahman today. But by the time I open my eyes, Brahman has disappeared. And again I am the same old fellow. Perishable, petty, with all kind of limitations, all kind of insecurities. Same fellow is there, sitting in meditation. I'm not able to find it. I have achieved so many things in life. My financial status, I had a goal and I achieved that goal, I acquired that goal, and today I can have a nice life. I can take care of my family, I can take care of my necessities and needs. So in all these kind of endeavors, I have a goal, then I pursue that goal and achieve that goal. In this kind of methodology, which was method number one, I continue to remain what I am. Same individual. Same individual will keep on doing some actions, some karma. Karma can be physical karma outside or mental karma inside. In every karma, I, the doer, wants to attain something which is different from him, and I get it. This is our experience of life. I have a goal. I want to become a millionaire. Okay, any goal. Why millionaire? Billionaire. I want to become a billionaire. So this is my dream. I slowly keep on working, have a nice, plan of action, nice business and whatever it is. And slowly, one day, all the billionaires, they start that way. And one fine day they become first a millionaire, and then a billionaire, and maybe few a trillionaire. This will keep on increasing depending upon their consistency, their dedication, their focus. You can become anything. You can become the king of this world. You can become the president of a country. You can become the prime minister of. In some countries it is prime minister, some country it is chancellor, some country it is president, some country it is king, emperor. You need to have, the strength and faith in your dreams. I will attain that. So this is our experience. This is nothing very unnatural. Everybody is, they are pursuing that methodology number one. But what has to be seen in this methodology? That I remain an individual. I basically remain the same person. And I attain thing which is something different from me. And I acquire something, status, position, money, which is all extraneous, which is all different. And I can do that. This is our experience while living in this world. But I am basically an individual. I am basically that fellow alone. And in case if you go to such a millionaire or billionaire, please tell me, who are you? Well, my story started from a village. I was a very poor man, and my parents, they were farmers, and we used to, have a small garden and fruits. And I had some animals also. That is where my story and my life began. And then slowly, I am same, but I have got so many things around me. So this is the result of method number one. It is based on karma. And whatever you acquire by karma will always go away. This is also the truth of life. Many people, their country divides. Many people here in India, there was India and Pakistan before they were one place. And then some political turmoil started, and one country had to become two. And many people left all their properties and money and relatives and house, and they had to run away from there. Suddenly you are lost, everything is gone. Anything which is acquired by you will always disappear. And even if you are smart enough that it doesn't disappear while you are living, then wait for some time. And when the Lord Yama, the god of death, when he will come, what can you take with you? Yamaraji, I will give you 10%. Please give me some more time, or please allow me to smuggle some of my wealth from here to the other land. What will come with me? Everything will be lost. And it is better you write a nice, proper legal will so that transfer of wealth is easily done. Otherwise, some people, they don't write their will properly, and there are legal actions and court cases later on. You are going to leave everything. Anything which you acquire by karma will one day be lost. And unfortunately, you will continue to remain the same small, limited, perishable individual. Deep down, you may be having some feathers in your cap, maybe some medals on your chest. I have gone to this war and I have gone to that war, and you see on my shoulders stars, collars, and cap, the ribbons on my cap. Everything, I've acquired so much. I deep down remain that small individual. So this method number 1 is not applicable for Atmagyan. Because in case if you want to acquire something from outside, if you want to experience something from outside, if you have to use karma to get Atmagyan, then you need to learn from experiences of life. This is never possible. This is never done. So basically, there are very nice, sincere people who want Atmagyan. Well, all what they are doing is doing some karma and trying to get extricate some experiences from outside. They are changing their mind, they are changing their attitude, they are changing their emotions. And by changing all these things, I, remaining an individual, I try to acquire something from outside. Good, this is an applicable method in so many worldly things. And we are doing that, we are applying that also. But this is not the methodology to really bring about a transformation in yourself, in Atma. The evolution, as though, in fact, it is not an evolution. So this method number 1 is not applicable. What is applicable is the method of 10 children. There, I thought that, 10th one is somewhere outside. But then a wise man came, an old man came, and very compassionately, very lovingly, he negated my individuality that I am the 9th person. And he says, you are that. So by negating my individuality, by stopping all karma, there is a very important role of karma. So we cannot keep aside karma. Karma can make our minds beautiful. Karma can make our mind sharp, intelligent, focused. All that thing is possible in karma. Suppose there is an artist, he wants to paint the eyes. So he'll have to have very good brushes and slowly make the painting. And the sculpture and the music. So they're all very sincere and dedicated people. Karma can make, our studies are there, scientists are there, artists are there, researchers are there, scholars are there. They apply their mind in some field. And slowly their mind becomes very nice, very intelligent. But they'll never get Atmagyan. No scholar, no artist, howsoever dedicated they are, by that art alone, nobody can become Brahmagyan. So Brahmagyan is not acquired by any karma. But karma has a very great blessing. Our mind can become very beautiful. We have to use karma in that way, to that extent. And thereafter, just like the story of 10 children, we have to stop all karma. And there is a wise man who comes to us with the blessings of God. That wise man tells us, you are searching for the 10th man out of ignorance. So, you have to completely give up your system. In this methodology number 2, there is no karma. In fact, there is negation. There is giving up something. There is giving up some effort. There is giving up some seeking. There is giving up your individuality also. So this capacity, which is called as the method of negation. So it is happening in our day-to-day life. And those children could do it. And you are such an intelligent man, you can also do it. But you should be very clear about the systems of this method number 2. So all that thing has already been discussed before we are coming to chapter 7. So 7 comes after 6, right? Such an intelligent Gyan. And in that 6 earlier chapters, there was a problem of Arjuna, the stress, the anxiety, the disturbance, the terrible turmoil in the mind of Arjuna. So the first chapter is the description of anxiety-ridden Arjuna. That's why it's called Arjuna Vigyana Yoga. Grieving Arjuna, suffering Arjuna. And after that, he surrenders to Lord Krishna, the teacher. Lord Krishna is not important, it's the teacher important. A person, if you are from somebody, from ISKCON, then you say only Krishna. Krishna alone will do it. So that is because they don't see any other, Even Guru is not important. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So that is not important. What is important is Krishna's statue will never help you. But Krishna's teaching is going to help you. So also the teaching, and Krishna is teaching that which is there in the Vedas. He himself says, I have already told you this in the Vedas. But you guys, you never study Veda. And therefore you have never understood the reality. So the teacher is important. Today we go to our teacher and get the knowledge. Krishna, Ram, and these are different glorious manifestations of God. But that glorious manifestation gives us hope. That is all. It gives us proof that I can also do it. If Krishna can do it, I can also do it. That is the only kind of assurance I get from all the different avatars of God. I don't need any direct help from anyone. It's the teacher. When God himself comes in the form of teacher, then I can get knowledge. And the kind of knowledge which I need is very different, very unique, which does not culminate into any action. It culminates into negation. The capacity to negate your delusions, misapprehensions, wrong understanding, So appreciate this fact. There is some wrong understanding. Otherwise, I am already that, I am not able to understand. Something wrong here in my understanding. And the teacher will just help you to get proper understanding. Just like, the 10 children, the 10th fellow, your understanding is negated. And once you are negated, once that individual is negated, then alone, what is left behind? What is there after the 10th fellow? Stop searching. At that time, there the 10th one himself. So completely different approach is there. And all that thing has already been discussed in the earlier chapters. Now, what is there in the 7th chapter? If all these things have already been discussed earlier, then what are we going to study in the 7th chapter? He says, having understood. Suppose, you have appreciated this methodology number 2 properly. That I don't want to experience anything. I don't want to acquire anything. Any person who is trying to experience anything outside, what is the indication? I'm not able to find it. There is nothing there. I have understood. Student with methodology number 1. Anyone who is pursuing this methodology number 1 will come with the same kind of experiences. I have sincerely done meditation, but I am not able to find anything. Who is saying all this? You are there. One is describing that, nothing is there. That fellow is there. Yes, that is there, but I am not able to find Brahman. I'll say, okay, calm down. Cool down. You are there who is giving all this commentary. Like in a sports match, there are people who give commentaries. Something has come and something has gone, and now go. Who is giving this commentary? Nothing is there. You are there. And you are there, you are such a fellow who has this notion in the mind that whatever you are limited. You are incomplete. You have a very strong notion in your mind. You have a very strong conclusions that I am incomplete and I want to experience something from outside. Sorry, method number 1 not applicable. You'll have to, seek again and again and again. And like in a merry-go-round, again come back to the same point. Sit down on the giant wheel. From wherever you start, you'll be back to the same point. You're not able to. You will never discover yourself. Your sincerity doesn't count alone. Sincerity is important. But more important is the intricacies of method number 2. The systems of method number 2, which is basically the courage and daring to negate everything. You drop even your desire to experience. Appreciate the fact that your desire to experience is born out of your limitation. You continue to appreciate that I am a limited fellow and I need Brahman. Think again. Brahman needs Brahman. You're already Brahman. If you are Brahma, then why this desire? Drop completely. Even the desire, even the thought. When you negate all these things completely, there is a different experience after that. Every day we go into a dream state, sleep state. And when you come back from your dream and sleep, how do you come back? You just negate the dream. And once you negate the dream completely, at that time you can't imagine that, there is a waking state. But the moment you dare to completely negate, then suddenly the dream ends and you wake up to a different level of existence. You need to believe in all that. You need to appreciate that. You need to have a logical understanding of that. And that is called Gyana. So in this chapter, which is called Gyana Vigyana Yoga, proper Gyana has to be there. Right knowledge has to be there. And Gyana means very nicely understanding the principles of Vedanta. That method number 1 is not applicable, karma is not applicable, and only negation by right knowledge is applicable. You will sincerely believe that, and then there will be transformation. There will be change. And once this Gyan is there, then the door opens for Vigyan, experience. But till the time Gyan is not there, you can never imagine Vigyan. Vigyan is direct realization, experience. Waking up to the fact that Aham Brahmasmi. So this is the name of this chapter. And the name itself is so interesting. It makes the whole chapter so interesting and so relevant to our day-to-day seeking. And in this chapter, not only, Bhagavan tells you that there is one truth and you are not different from that, but there is something else also. There's one more thing which is there in this chapter, very unique. He says, in case if you know yourself to be Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, I am that. Individual has gone and only Brahma is there. Suppose if that thing is, realized, is appreciated, still there will be a problem. What problem will be there after that? He says the problem will be you will not be able to abide in this thing for a long time. When sitting in the class or sitting in the meditation, at that time, I will very clearly realize, I'm not this individual. I am Satchidananda Brahma, pure consciousness, pure existence, bliss. I am that. But this will be there till the time you are sitting in class or meditation. And And the moment you get up from meditation and go outside and wear your shoes once again you are the same individual. So Swamiji, that means there is something wrong in the shoes. Because the moment after the class I wear my shoes again, I am the same fellow once again. My knowledge, why doesn't it stick on? Why is it that I cannot completely, continuously revel in that knowledge that Aham Brahmasmi? So that issue is being discussed in the 7th chapter. There is one thing, to say that Atma is pure consciousness, is pure life principle. Is eternal, it is timeless. Even before time was there, this consciousness was there. And you are that consciousness. And you have manifested in this body and mind. Manifestation is not you. That which has manifested is you. It was there earlier also. This is knowledge, one part of knowledge. Another part of knowledge is everything else which you see in this world is Maya. It is perishable, it is impermanent. It is not real. Because of some reason or the other, everything has come about. You have started seeing a show. You started seeing a movie. You started seeing a dream. Something has manifested. Something has come in front of you. And that which has come in front of you has also to be appreciated. It is a fact that our entire life is dependent on some achievements from outside. Our businesses are there outside. Our relationships are there outside. Our families are there outside. Our house is there outside. And all these things, they are acquired with great hard work. Hard work, intelligent work, and slowly I had acquired all these things. And suddenly, something changes. I've got to give up my family, give up my house, give up my business, everything. Outside, I have to give it up. In case I have this notion in the mind that things outside there are real, then may God help you. Because you are going to suffer terribly. When I don't want to give up something and I am compelled to give it up, at that time sorrow is there. And the solution for that is to know the truth. Just as to know the truth of myself, we go into Atma Gyan. So also to give up the sorrow, the potential of giving sorrow in the world to me. People are there, changes are there, turmoils are there, political changes are there. All that thing is not in my hand. Huh? Suddenly things are changing and I have to give it up. And it is also real. If it is real and you are compelled to give up, then you are going to have problems. There will be stress. There will be anxiety. There will be depression. There will be sorrow. There will be diseases. all that kind of thing will be inevitable. And what is the solution? Solution is that I will make a different world. He says, okay, my dear fellow, you'll make a different world. It's all right, you can do it. But whatever you create again will also be lost after some time. So what is important is to appreciate the truth of that which is seen outside. Whatever we see outside, you should in your heart of hearts be able to appreciate the truth of all that. And that truth is also revealed in this chapter. Such a nice chapter. Gyana Vigyana Yoga. And with the blessings of God, from tomorrow, we are going to enter into this chapter and see what Krishna told Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. A lovely discourse and an enlightening discourse, the great Bhagwad Gita teaching. All right? So today we stop here. What have we studied today? We have studied that Bhagwad Gita is a book of Atmagyan. It basically tells us about the self-knowledge. This is the basic subject matter and objective of Bhagavad Gita. And in order to get this knowledge, Bhagavan talks about so many things. He talks about Gyan, he talks about Vairagya, he talks about Bhakti, he talks about Karma. Different kind of sadhanas, all they are discussed in Bhagavad Gita. So all these things are there, but the basic subject matter is Atmagyan. And in order to get Atmagyan, there are two basic methods. One, by resorting to some karma and acquiring something from outside. And the method number two is to give up your notions in the path of negation. And thereafter dare to appreciate that which is beyond all your notions. Another thing which we saw today was, even after you get knowledge, there will be that problem of shoes. The moment you complete your class and go outside and wear your shoes, there is something wrong with the shoes. Because all the notions, all the problems, all the individuality, all the dreams and notions again come back. So basically, it is my perception about the world, about the achievements. I know Atma, but what about things outside? So some perception, some wisdom, some understanding about Jagat, that is also part of till the time you have a very clear understanding about Jagat, till that time Atmagyan is not going to stick on. It will disappear. But when Jagat Mithya is appreciated, Atma Brahma and Jagat Mithya. When the world becomes like a dream, you can negate it. Then Atmagyan will stick on. So all that thing which we discussed today, it will be discussed in the 7th chapter, and we are slowly going to enter this chapter, take up one shlok at a time, and study that. So with this we conclude today's class, and we will meet again tomorrow at 4:30. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om Namaha. Har Har Mahadev.